within the context of this mobile accessory selling website, when we go live in November, end of the November, with the item details and the item list pages, the actual real users of the application, real users of this, and the customers of this website, intended website, they are having a go at it. They are actually testing this website. They're trying to see, and they're trying to use it. And in the process, they find the problems, they find defects, they report them. If they're happy, they won't. So the whole idea is you actually test with the real customers, the real users, not just testing within the four walls of your own room or within the organization, within the team. You're actually testing with the real users, and that's what Agile makes it more efficient, more effective, because they're the people who, remember, these are the people who actually are giving you the money, or the or making your the product, main target audience for this product, not the testers, not our testers, and not our third-party testers or QA team or the QC team. These are the people. So you're delivering your product to the right set of users, not after 2 years like what we did with the waterfall, but you do it like in the first possible instant, which is in 3 weeks time. So within a month time, I should be able to deliver, at least, you don't have to make the perfect product. That's what we discussed, right? Good is fine. Perfection is the enemy of good in Agile. If it is working well, if it is just kind of, if it is okay, it's fine. It can be shipped and can be made live, and then we can give the link to the customers and say, have a go. This is a new website. It's not ready. It's not complete yet. We are working on it. And we would love to hear from you as to what your feedback is, right? So that's how we should approach it. And they're more than happy to give us their feedback. Even if they don't give it like from a proactive way, they don't have to be explicit. When we actually look at the analytics, the Google Analytics and the kind of other Telium type tags, then that would actually tell you as to what are the problems, because it actually tells you how many users have hit, what is a page which is maximum hit, what is a page where they're spending more time, how much time are they trying to take, which button has been clicked more, which is not clicked, blah, blah, blah. All that analytics will get. So that will tell you, even if they're not really forthcoming with their feedback in an explicit way. So that's something which I wanted to share with you as a very critical step in terms of how you can make the Agile product development a success. Again, just wanted to give you a perspective on different types of testing. I'll just take another maybe 2 minutes to just rush through this so that you get an idea, and then we can close this session. So you've got different types of testing. I was saying it's not just functional testing, which is about feature, looking at the feature, what is input, what is the output, that's it. It's what we call as the black box testing. And the integration testing is basically you're trying to integrate. So we were talking about this catalog, right? So catalog should work on its own, and then it should also work with the shopping cart. And perhaps when you have the payment gateway integrated with a third-party provider like the WorldPay, you're actually calling their API. So this should work, the whole unit of whatever we've been developing should work well with that. So it should be able to actually create a shopping cart or shopping basket when you add the items to there, and then the whole list of the shopping basket, perhaps you come up with the total, what is the value of the basket that is in our control. That needs to be passed to the payment gateway provider like WorldPay. They just need to get how much amount this particular customer owes us, right? For this particular set of basket, they've got 5 items. So it costs, let's say, £80 or $80. So that amount, it needs to be passed. If it is passing the wrong amount, it's not working well. So it's not integrated well enough, right? So again, that's all about interfaces, working with the other applications, other systems, other products which are outside our realm. Your SAP, CRM, supply chain management, all other vendor applications, all of these come into the picture. So whatever you're trying to develop should work well with all of these existing systems. And then the non-functional testing, which is basically like non-functional requirements. You're trying to look at the FERPS plus model, right? Functionality, usability, reliability, and then you've got performance and security. So, and then there is a plus, which is all about interfaces, documentation, security, all of those stuff. So that FERPS plus model. So if you look at that, usability is also one of the important features. You need to check the usability. So that's why we've got the user testing, user experience testing. Then you've got the performance testing. You've got the security testing, the penetration testing, pen tests, all of these. And then quality assurance is basically is a term that we use to make sure that we are delivering the customer confidence, right? So it's all these sort of activities that go with the testing approach. Then you've got ad hoc testing, which is basically just like what we call a sanity test. So just going through the product, how it is all like. Usually the product owner or the business person would quickly do that without actually having had the test cases and all that. So they don't really do the testing, but they just do a quick review of that site, clicking on something and then randomly doing the test. So that's called informal testing or ad hoc testing. Beta testing, only with a select set of users. So as I said, with the November release of our website, e-commerce website, we could just go with a beta release of that. And it's only about 50 users who are very loyal to us, who are willing to help us. So we'll just go live with this, and we'll share the link of this website and the user ID password set for those 50 users only. So it cannot be shared with others. So we'll say that we are just sharing these with you so we can get your feedback. So that's called beta testing. And then black box testing, as we have seen, it's basically, you don't really worry about what is inside, how a program is written, what's the code, which loop is it calling? Is it a for loop? Is it a while loop? You don't really bother about all these. All you need to worry about is what kind of data is expected, what is the output that's giving, is it working the fine way? I don't have to worry about what is inside that box. How it is doing is something which is outside my control. So that's they call the black box testing. And then there's white box testing and so on and so forth.